The Wolf Who Went Fishing. 4 Fish Sticks. Once upon a time, in the heart of Whispering Pines Forest, there lived a clever but rather lazy wolf named Wally. Unlike the other animals who worked hard to find their food, Wally had a peculiar dream. He wanted to go fishing but without any hard work. One fine morning, Wally woke up with a grand idea. Fishing sounds like a great plan, he thought, scratching his big gray head. But I don't have the patience to sit around waiting for fish to bite. There has to be an easier way. Now, Wally had heard from his friend Benny Beaver that all the fish in Pinecone River adored fish sticks. So, with a grin, Wally decided he would fish for fish. Using fish sticks. Yes, you read that right. Wally figured that if he tossed a couple of fish sticks into the river, fish might jump right out of the water for a bite. He trotted down to the Pinecone River, dragging along a big bag of fish sticks he'd borrowed from a nearby campsite. With a wide grin, he tossed a stick into the water and sat back, imagining fish lining up in droves to nibble. Minutes passed. Wally's grin slowly faded as he watched the water, but not a single fish appeared. Impatient as ever, Wally shouted, "Come on, fish! Free fish sticks here! Just bite one, and you're mine!" After about an hour, Wally was about ready to give up. Just as he sighed in defeat, a little voice piped up from behind him. "Hey there, Wally! What on earth are you doing?" It was Timmy, the turtle. He looked up at the big bag of fish sticks, puzzled. "Fishing, of course," Wally said with a shrug. "But these fish are stubborn. They don't even want my fish sticks." Timmy chuckled. "Fish don't eat fish sticks, Wally. They like real bait, like worms or bugs. But I have an idea, why don't we try a worm dance?" "A worm dance?" Wally's ears perked up. "What's that?" "Simple," Timmy grinned. "We wiggle around and pretend to be worms. The fish might get curious and come up to see us." Wally couldn't resist. He stood up, took a deep breath, and started wiggling and squirming on the riverbank, alongside Timmy. They twisted and turned, flopping and jiggling, laughing so hard they could barely stay standing. To their surprise, little ripples began appearing in the water as curious fish started popping up to watch the strange show. "Oh, they're coming! It's working!" Wally gasped, barely able to contain his laughter. But just as Wally was about to reach for one of the fish, a huge splash erupted from the river. Out jumped Fred the Frog, who landed right next to them, clapping his little froggy hands. "Bravo! Encore! That was the funniest worm dance I've ever seen." Wally sighed. "Fred, we were trying to catch fish, not an audience." But he couldn't help but laugh along with his friends. Feeling a bit defeated but still determined, Wally turned to Timmy and Fred. "Maybe I'm just not cut out for this whole fishing thing. I think I'll go back to my den and snack on these fish sticks instead." Just then, Benny Beaver scurried over. "Did someone say fish sticks? Mind if I join?" Benny asked, his eyes wide and sparkly. Wally grinned and waved Benny over. The 4 of them sat on the riverbank, munching on fish sticks, sharing stories, and laughing about their ridiculous fishing adventure. Wally realized he hadn't caught any fish, but he'd caught something even better, a group of friends to share in his silly schemes. From that day on, whenever Wally wanted to go fishing, he'd bring his pals and a bag of fish sticks. And though they never once caught a fish, they always had the time of their lives by the Pinecone River, dancing like worms and laughing like they had caught the biggest fish in the world. And so, Wally the Wolf learned that sometimes, the best catch of all is simply a day full of fun and friends. The end.